Hey everybody, it's Robert Lackey from Bison Track here today to talk about glove measurements. This is going to be a much quicker video than our suit measurement video was for obvious reasons, and the great thing about this is you can measure yourself in just a few minutes. I'm going to measure my own hand with my cloth tape measure. If you don't have one of these, go down to your local pharmacy or craft store and pick one up. I'd like for you to get a cloth tape measure that has centimeter measurements on it. You can measure in inches, I can convert it, but if you measure in centimeters, it's going to be a lot safer bet and a lot more accurate. So with your tape measure in hand, we will get started shortly. Very quickly, I wanted to talk about the two glove models that we have available at Bison, because we get people asking all the time, what's the difference, which glove's right for me? Well, here's the two gloves. Now, first of all, let's talk about our Thor.1. It's our tried and true model. MSRP on this glove for a full custom pair is just $199. What do you get for your $199? You get a full kangaroo chassis stitched together with Kevlar thread, plastic palm sliders, stingray slider elements, great ventilation, excellent feedback, but most importantly, they crash very, very well, both in terms of protection and longevity. The Thor.1 does an excellent job. Now, we do have a new glove on the market. For $280, we have our Thor.2 model. Now this is our last pre-production model of this glove. It doesn't have all the features on it, but you get a very good feel for what it's going to look like and how it's going to act. First thing you'll notice is our active wrist impact system, AWIS. We also have a floating panel in the cuff with a crossover fastening system here, stingray sliders on the palm in lieu of the plastic sliders, extra padding on the fingers with vented finger sliders, and a perforated upper hand. So this glove is going to act unlike anything else on the market, both in terms of mobility and also protection, okay? AWIS and this floating cuff are going to work in tandem to protect you and keep you comfortable. You're trying to get that tweezer grip on the bar and get that elbow down. AWIS is going to help you with that. Okay, so our Thor.2 we're really excited about. We'll make another video that shows that glove in detail at a later date. But for today, let's talk about how to measure you the perfect fitting Thor.1 or Thor.2 glove. Now, when we first started taking measurements for custom gloves, we took one measurement, and that was the palm circumference right here. And it worked well enough most of the time, about 75% of the time. But sometimes we had where the glove fit very well, but it was too long in the fingers. So we started measuring the overall hand length. So the palm to the tip of the middle finger. But even then, we were having pinkies and thumbs and ring fingers that had too much material, and everybody's hands are just a completely different shape. Now we take 13 measurements. So I'm gonna walk you through those 13 measurements. They're very simple. Like I said, you can do these yourself, and it just takes a few minutes. So the first thing we're going to do, we'll jump right in now. You're going to hold your hand in this position and wrap the tape around the middle of your hand. We're going to get the palm circumference. This is not going to include the thumb, and I'll show you what that looks like. Thumb sticking out, okay? Make sure the tape is level across the palm of your hand and at the widest point. I am 22 centimeters, and for reference, I'm a perfect fit in a medium Bison glove, Thor.1 or Thor.2. A medium fits me great. Now, if we go to the overall hand length, you're gonna go in the same position, and we're gonna put the tape on the crease where your hand and your wrist meet. So put the metal down there, go up to the tip of the middle finger, and I am 19.25 centimeters at the tip of my middle finger. Again, that's a perfect fit in a medium. Now what we're going to do is take each individual finger measurement, all right? And what we're going to do is start with the thumb. We're gonna put the tape in the crease of the thumb and go out to the tip. And for me, that's 6.5 centimeters. We're gonna move on to the pointer finger, put the tape in the crease of your finger there where it meets the palm and go out to the tip, 7 centimeters there, and so on and so forth with each other finger, okay? At that point, we're going to have all the lengths of your hand, and we're going to make sure we have a chassis that fits that for you. We're going to build that chassis specifically to your lengths. But here's the deal. We've had some people that have had trouble with the girth of their fingers, the girth of their hand. If you're a person that has trouble getting their hand through the wrist of a glove into the glove, okay? What that means is you probably have girthy fingers, because when you add the dimension of your thumb trying to get through that wrist area, if that's not fitting, chances are you have a very thick thumb, okay? So we're gonna measure that. What we want to do is measure around the widest point. For me, that's right here, just above the knuckle. I'm 7 centimeters, okay? Now, Your thumb may be shaped different than mine, all right? Measure around the widest point. And then you're gonna go on to the next. And for me, on my pointer finger, it's right at the base of the pointer finger. Again, that's 7 centimeters for me. So on and so forth. Now my ring finger, you can see is a little bit wider at the knuckle than it is down here. So I measure my ring finger around the knuckle, but measure the widest point. So here for me, here, 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 and then right here on my thumb. So measure your widest points. Take all those, pause the video, and then come back. We're gonna get one more measurement, and this is what that measurement's going to look like. We're gonna take your overall hand circumference. This time we're going to include the thumb. You wanna go around the widest point, which typically is the knuckles, all right around the thumb knuckle. Now when I do this on my hand, it goes from 22 centimeters to 24. That's what my thumb adds here, okay? This is that measurement that's going to determine how easily you can get your hand into the glove. Now, when you take all 13 of these measurements, you put them together, you're going to have the best fitting pair of gloves on the market. You heard the term fits like a glove? We're gonna make sure these fit like a glove for you. So at Bison, we don't do anything, well, half-hearted. We go all the way. If we're gonna measure you for a pair of gloves, we're gonna take 13 measurements and we're gonna make sure those gloves fit you unlike anything else. So thanks for taking the time to do this for us. Thank you for your business. And as always, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe, click the little bell, like this video, it means a lot to us. This organic reach for Bison is how we got to where we are, and we can't thank you enough. On behalf of Tasha, myself, and the rest of the Bison team, thanks again, and as always, go fast, be safe. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.